Hello there, it's me, Frankie. Just want to let you know that I have decided to change my YouTube channel name. I'm just cutting off the and more part because it was Frankie's DIY and more, but everything I did more was still DIY. So I've changed my name. It doesn't affect my channel. It's just Frankie's DIY Life. So welcome to Frankie's DIY Life. I'm Frankie. Today I got these two shirts right here. And of course my mind wanders to see what I can do with it and stuff, but I was going to take this pocket off right here, and I did take the pocket off. I don't know what to do with it, but anyway, in the process I cut a hole in the shirt, so I'm still wanting to use the shirt. I like it. There's one behind it, same size, and it's blue. Here's my plan, just my plan. So since I cut it up here, I'm going to use the bottom half of this shirt with the buttons. And so I'm going to cut it off right up and under the arm, straight across. Then I'm going to take the front of this shirt, and I am going to cut this one off and add it to the back of this one. So pretty much I'll just have the front of this shirt to the back of this shirt. So that's my plan. I'm going to see how that works. Hang with me. It's just a trial and error. Then we'll cut up the sides, and I guess I'll just go by this little seam that's already in there, and I'll just let that be my guide. Now this shirt is way too big for me, so I'm going to have to take it up on the sides anyway, but I'm going to get it cut out so I can see, come up with a plan on exactly how to get it in here. So I'm going to do that to the other side. Then I'm going to take this shirt right here, and I'm going to do the same thing to it, except I'm going to be cutting out the front. Okay, so I've got that cut out, and I'm going to sew this to the back, but I'll flip it over so the raw edges, I'll sew it this way, and then when I flip it back over, I won't have that raw edge. But I'm going to go ahead and cut these sleeves off because these are big shirts. It don't say exactly. It says 17 and a half, 34 by 35, so I think that's is large, or is that an extra? I think it's just a large. Let me take the sleeves off. So to do that, I'm just going to cut on the inside of that. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it. So I'm going to be cutting on the inside of that seam right there. Okay, so there's one sleeve. I'll do the same to the other side. Okay, so since I cut those sleeves out of there, I'm going to go ahead and cut the sleeves out of this striped shirt. And then I will measure them to see what, how they're going to fit on me. All right, so here's what I've got. I've cut the sleeves out, cut the back out, and I'm going to flip it around. And I'm going to start right here. And then I'm going to put this back. Where's my front? Okay, I'm going to put this front on this back. So I'm going to pin it on. This is going to be my starting point. So I'll start right here. I'm just going to let my presser foot, the edge of my presser foot, I'm just going to let that be my guide, and I'm going to sew all the way down. Made some marks on here, but I don't know if you can see those or not, but that's where I'm going with this. I guess I could mark it out so you could see. Let me get a pen. I think I've decided more square-like. That could change, it just all depends. So that's the way I'm cutting it out, so I hope you can see that. Okay, so there it is. That's what I cut out. Cut this piece out right here. So I took it to my serger and I serged around it like that right there. Now I could leave it like that. That doesn't look bad for a rustic look, but I think I'm going to take it to the machine, and I think I'll just slightly turn it under so I can still catch that top button and just go all the way around top stitch. Alright, so I gave it a little press to hold it down to, you know, make it look nice. But I'll tell you, like, if you're doing a circle, it's much easier. But this way right here, it's still not hard. All you do when you're doing that, when you're sewing it, is just pull it straight like that right there. And then you can just go right over it. So here is that pocket that I took off of the bottom of this shirt. And I'm going to use it. I give this a little press, pleated it. It was already pleated. I just pressed it down. And then I am just going to put my little pocket right here and just sew around it. I'm going to pin it on and take it to the machine. Okay, got that sewed on. And since, of course, you know, it's in the back of my neck, I'm not going to use the pocket, so I just went ahead and sewed a stitch all the way around it. Okay, so I've got it laid out, and I've sort of, you know, got it to where it's supposed to be flat. Of course, you're going to have a little right there. But anyway, what I've done is I've just matched up these buttons with these buttons. Can you see that? Yeah, right there. And so I know that's the middle of my shirt. So I'm going to have to cut it off because this is a man's large and it's too big. So I've gone to my closet and I got this shirt and I know it fits me. So I'm going to do the arm, the neck up here. And then this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the sides. So I got to get it spread out to where it's even on both sides. And then I will pin it and cut this excess off. So let me spread it out, get it pinned and cut. Okay, got it pinned down. My shirt just happened to be blue too, but anyway. So from the end, it's 3 inches. So make sure I got it right on both sides. Let's see. 3 and 3. Okay. So I got it lined up, and I'm going to cut right through here and down. That's going to be my arm, of course. And then I'm going to cut right through here on both sides, and then I'll take it to my machine and I'll serge it up. I think I'll go ahead and give a, it's better to have too much than not enough, so I'll start big and then work its way down if I have to.
The little grass spiders, look at it, they horrible.
Okay, so what I cut off on this side right here is this much. I'm just going to take it and repeat it, use this as my pattern, put it on this side, and cut it out. Okay, so I've got it on, and it fits me through here. And there's my back. There's my little pocket at the top. And so now I'm going to work on the sleeves. So now that I've got my armholes where I know they need to be, then I will match the sleeve up with these armholes. Take the sleeves up a little bit, and I'll show you how to do that. All right, so here's a couple of things I can do. I can take up the sleeve right here and then sew it back on, or I can push it up here, cut it off here, and sew it on. I have like this, still have the cuff to it, like that. Or I can just take this piece right here, cut it off right about through here, serge it, and just sew that on, and I'll just have like a little top half piece. So I hadn't decided what I'm going to do yet, so let me figure it out. I've decided what I'm going to do is take this one sleeve. I'm going to take the seam out right through here, open it up, and then I've already serged this edge, and then I'm fixing to serge this edge as well. And then I'm going to take it, put it from right here to right here, just up and under the arm. Of course, it'll be fold it over this way. And I'm going to sew it around, and it'll have like a little couple of pleats at the top. And then it'll be open under the armpit, just a wee bit. So let me open these sleeves up. Okay, so I opened it up right here, and then I measured down about how far I wanted it on my arm, and then I just made a cut right through there. So now all I've got left is this. So like I said, what I'm going to do is serge on both sides and right through here, and then I'm going to hem it. I turned around and I didn't know she was there, and I tripped over her leg and broke it. She's broke at the bottom there, and she's bending sideways, so I need to come up with something to fix her. I told her to stop moving around in here, but she didn't. My craft/studio is really small. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Anybody got any suggestions? Maybe I can get some quickcrete, and put it in a bucket, and because she's the base of her broke. So I took my sleeves to my serging machine, and I serged all the way around each edge. Now I am fixing to give it a fold it under and just give it a little stitch, just like I did around the neck. And I'll fold it under and do the sleeves, the part that's going to be right through here and under here. I'm going to give a little hem, but I've already got it pinned on, and so it's wrong sides to wrong sides that you can see here, but I've got it pinned straight side to straight side, right side to right side. Anyway, you know what I mean. So I'm fixing to take it to my machine, and I'm fixing to give it a straight stitch, and I'll try it on. So after I went around it with a straight stitch on my regular machine, I went ahead and serged them together, so that way I knew they fit. And then now I've got, instead of two raw edges, I just got one little serged edge, which will make it nice on the inside. So let me flip it back over. So when I sewed it together up and under the arm all the way down to the bottom, on both sides it's not even right here. So I got to figure out what to do. Do I leave it? Do I cut it off? Do I serge it all the way around, make it even? I could do that. I could serge it all the way around, make it even, and then hem it up. Or I could take the back out of this right here and make me just a little bit of lace ruffle that will go from here to here. So I think I might do that. Good thing about this, it's got lines, so it's easy to cut. I'm just trying to trim that off to make it even. Then I'm going to cut me another little strip right here, and I'm just going to go it in the front, just a little bit in the front. I'm not going to mess with the back. Okay, so I cut me two pieces this length, fingers, I guess that's about 4 inches. Anyway, I'm going to fold it over just like that, and I'm going to run it through my serging machine. Now, you don't have to, like I said, just use your regular machine if you don't have a serger, and just run it through there and make you an edge. Well, what I thought I would do was make it a little ruffly and gather it as I go, so it would be a little ruffle in the front like that. But I think I may just run me a, turn it upside down like this, and then run me a stitch through there, and then it'll just look like that. But I don't know, maybe, let's see what I do. I'm not sure yet. All right, I decided to go with the little pleat right there. So I just put it on, and I just pleated it as I go. I need to pick some strings, but anyway, I got to the end and I just folded it under is what I did. So let me try it on. Okay, I've got it on. I put the little ruffles at the bottom because, like I said, the was about like a inch maybe that was different, and I could have just serged it off, but I just thought that gave it a little extra pizzazz to it. And here's the back. Isn't that cute? So that's the front of the other shirt. I don't know if you can hear me when I'm turning around backwards talking, but anyway, let me bring you in close. And in here is the sleeves, and see what I done is I just stopped right there, just serged it all the way around. Like I said, you can just top stitch it, and so like I said, there it is. So it's just like maybe about that much up and under the arm, which makes it, you know, good to move around in. I left the pocket. I thought about taking it off, but that's what happened to this shirt back here. I was going to take the pocket off, and I ripped the shirt. So that's why we got the back of this one. Actually, I had planned on doing it vice versa, but, you know, it worked out the same anyway. Well, that's my two-shirt makeover for today. Poor Sally back there. I'm going to have to do some work on her. She's falling. I got to lean her up against something. Anyway, don't forget, I changed my name. It's not Frankie's DIY and More anymore because the More part was still DIY. It's Frankie's DIY Life. So, welcome to my life. I appreciate you watching. I try to put out a video every week. So, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and you know I like them all hit. So, I appreciate it. Until next time, thanks for watching, and God bless.